Happy November 1st, nerds. It's your boy, the OGGM, coming to you live, 12:55 in the afternoon on a lovely, hot, and still Wednesday afternoon. Perfect fall afternoon, though, for those of us who live in Southern California. This is also fire weather, so we are, trepidatious about our profession as to how wonderful the weather is. But right now it's gorgeous. We are supposed to be joined by Ed from Era to talk about his new Kickstarter, Dragonsong. So we're just waiting for Ed to come online so we can send him the link. And hopefully we will hear from him soon. Now, it is very Santa Ana here right now. That's a word. I'm sure it is. So I'm experiencing a lot of comptometer issues. So I may get kicked off. I don't know. I've been having a lot of computer problems all day. So hopefully we will be able to connect with Ed. He is a 8-hour difference. And I think he said something about daylight savings time is different in Europe than it is here. So we had agreed to 1 p.m. my time. Hopefully we actually were able to exchange the information correctly, and we will hear from him soon. So we're just waiting to see if he gets back to us. Meanwhile, let's take a look at his Kickstarter. This is the second game that Ed has reached out to us for to Kickstarter. This is called Error Dragonsong, high fantasy tabletop role-playing game in a world of magic. Into a world where everyone uses magic, even your mom, and giants known as archaeologies, which is not a word, float in the sky, hiding mystery and power within. All right, there's a little movie here. Let's watch it.
They say that dragons are immortal, that their song describes the rise and fall of civilizations. They also say that any that can understand the dragon song become immortal. Hi everyone, Ed here from Shades of Vengeance, and welcome to a world of magic and mystery that's been 10 years in the making. Era Dragonsong is a high fantasy tabletop RPG harnessing the power of the Era D10 system to bring a world of ancient magic and huge floating archaeologies to life. Unlike many other fantasy settings, magic flows through every person and is woven into the fabric of society on every level. In this game, spells will always be at your beck and call, whether you're a fierce barbarian, a silent monk, or an arcane sorcerer. Choose from 8 races, 8 types of magic, and a vast number of options to bring your character to life. Then, get out there to explore the mysteries of this world for yourself. The rulebook primer that will be funded by this project contains everything you need to play the game, including a briefing on the world of Era Dragonsong, a thorough guide to character creation, a list of equipment available, the complete rules for the Era D10 system, along with all changes for Era Dragonsong, a guide for the GM based on 10 years' experience of running sessions, and stats for various types of enemies. We also have a load of cool extra rewards, so please check out the tiers, and feel free to comment if you have any questions.
Thank you, Ed.
Thanks for watching, and thank you again if you choose to support our latest game.
I'll give you $10 to support it, Ed. All right, let's take a look. Still waiting to hear from him. My last communication with him was on the 30th, and he said he could do today. But, there is that huge time difference, and I am experiencing multiple comptometer issues, so who knows? Let's look at his Kickstarter while we wait. Hopefully he will join us. I'm going to keep checking my email to see if he jumps on here. All right. Era Dragonsong is a high fantasy tabletop role-playing game harnessing the power of the Era D10 system to bring a world of ancient magic and mysterious floating archaeologies, still not a word, to life. Unlike many other blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, we already heard this. So it's a world where everybody has magic due to something in their blood. Anybody remember Pierce Anthony's Xanth novels? Everybody had a magic talent. Some of the magic talents were, I can make flowers grow. I can change the color white to off-white. And other ones were like, I can alter reality at the level of molecular level. But everybody had a talent. So this feels like, the same thing here. Everybody's got magic woven into them. Doesn't matter what they are, whether you're a fighter, just figure, hey, you've got some magical thing that you can do. It's a tabletop role-playing game based upon a world where magic is ubiquitous as air and water. You have 8 unique races: human, elf, fairy, locuskin, bugs, drakir, dragons, dwarves, giggins, half-giants, or ogres, and orcs. They're the light races and the dark races. The light races dwell on the surface. The dark races dwell in cave and caverns. I'm sure somebody's going to say that's racist. While none of them are inherently good or evil, the cultures and experience differ radically because of the environments that shape them. So much like all player characters. Rules and setting provide a powerful base to tell any fantasy story you wish with the combinations of races, locations, and ideas. You're all set for any adventure your heart desires. Come on, Ed. It's 1:01 my time, so it should be 9:01 his time. I know we agreed today. I thought we agreed today. The Error 10 rule set. We looked at the Error 10 rule set before when we were looking at a superhero game, and I thought it was a little crunchy till he explained it to me. And then it made a little bit more sense, but it's definitely something you have to work with the DM to sort of build the character you want. So yeah. Then we have the character record sheet. Look at this. This is what I would say is overly complicated, but I think I'm in the minority at this point in time. Still nothing, huh? Come on, Ed. We have the 8 schools of magic: blood magic, elemental magic, enhancements magic, necromancy, holy magic, light magic, mind magic, and nature magic. And there's a book. This is what you get. You get a briefing on the world of Era. You get a guide to character creation. You get a list of equipment available. You get the complete rules for the D10 system. You get a GM's guide. You get a monster manual. You get pre-made character sheets, backstory, and a pre-made adventure. The money will be used for printing and shipping, rulebook creating, Kickstarter fees, and then reviews and interviews. Oh, yeah, I'm even here. It says the OG GM has agreed for another chat with Ed, this time about Error. This being scheduled now. I'll let you know when we have a firm date. Well, it was supposed to be today, but so the pledges are: pledge $1, just cause. Pledge $10 to get the digital. I did. Get $3 to be listed on the backers list. $15 to get the paperback version. I'm not going to buy a paperback version of a game I'll never use. Sorry, Ed. I appreciate you, but when am I ever going to play this? Digital versions with extras for $20. Paperback version with extras for $25. These are reasonable for Kickstarter. Play test and session with the creator for $60. You get to play a game with Ed. And that's it. And let's see where we are. On the Kickstarter, Ed has... his goal is 607. That's quite possibly the most reasonable goal I have ever seen for a role-playing game Kickstarter. He has got 1,009 so far with 39 backers and 17 left. So he's met his goal. Now, in the world of Kickstarters, 1,009 is nothing these days. But for a small press publisher like Ed, that's probably huge because he's already met his goal. So congratulations. Yay. I tossed $10 at him. I'll take the digital because, he reached out to me and I appreciate that. So I'll support him. Still nothing. I know we agreed on today. I thought we agreed on today because he wanted to do Friday and I couldn't do Friday because I'm going to the Ventura courthouse. So obviously the question we have to ask Ed, even though he's not with us, is why now? Why this now? Considering this, I don't know if the tabletop role-playing game environment is the same in Europe, England, as it is here in the United States. In the United States, we went through the whole Wizards of the Coast thing in January, and then we dealt with all the companies that were coming forward to try and compete with that and deal with that. And then, of course, we had Kelsey Dion and the success of Shadow Dark, and Shadow Dark was the darling of the tabletop role-playing game OSR community until people turned on her, and then people got back to side of her. And then, we had a couple months where, I'm going to pack this one. I'm going to pass this one. Oh, you should play. And then now we have Adventurer Conqueror King, which we know is rapidly speeding towards the $1 million mark if it hasn't met it. And it is the new OGL OSR game that's going to save the world darling. Everybody and their dog is backing it. Everybody and their dog has told me I'm a horrible person for not backing it. No, they haven't, not really, but unfortunately I'm not going to back it. It's too expensive. $50 for a PDF is ridiculous for a game I'll probably never use, and it has nothing in it I don't already have. So considering what Ed has against him at this point in time, going into 2024, with the environment what it is, plus 5th edition anniversary coming out and whatever Wizards has planned and all that other stuff, still nothing. Let me check the trash. Nope, still nothing. Okay, guys, I don't know. I know we confirmed. I'm sorry. So what does Ed think he can bring to the table to make his game stand out in a glut of fantasy heartbreakers? And now he's got to compete not only with 2024 D&D, the announcement that Matt Colville's going to start kickstarting his game next month. He's got Tales from the Valiant. He's got Shadow Dark. He's got Adventure Conquerors King. He's got there was another one that was just announced. Daggerheart, of course, Daggerheart, if we ever find out what's going on with Daggerheart, and several others. So, it's not a great. I wish him all the support, but what is he going to? The answer to the question is, considering you are looking at down the barrel of Adventure Conqueror King and it's successful, plus Matt Colville just announced his coming out next month. What are you going to do? What do you bring to the table? What is your system that's going to make people so excited that they want to back you as opposed to wait and see? So, of course, obviously, I want Ed to succeed. He was kind enough to reach out to me. He obviously respects what I have to say. Regarding his Kickstarter, we've been online for 11 minutes and 40 seconds, and not a single person has joined us. So I guess that's not a good sign. I don't know, guys. What advice would you give Ed regarding Dragonsong right now? In considering the glut of the market, I obviously want small press guys to succeed. I would love it if he became the next Shadow Dark, or even maybe not as big as Shadow Dark, but just big enough that people would go, "Oh yeah, I remember that game." I think that's the dream, right? Is anybody going to remember me in 10 years for the games I've worked on? Obviously, yeah, GURPS, but they're not going to remember my association with GURPS, but they're going to remember GURPS. Are they going to remember Wretched in 10 years if that comes up? Or people are going to go, "Oh yeah, Wretched Vigilantes. That's the game that OGGM guy worked on," right? At this point, that's what you want, right? You want to make a few, if you're lucky to sell a few hundred, great. If you break even on it, great. But you want that recognition. You want people to go, "Oh yeah, I remember that game." Does he think he's going to be as big as D&D 2024? Well, we all hope, right? We all hope 2024 D&D will be a disaster. And it's shaping up to, who knows? What's this going to be? Nope, still nothing. Look, I'm checking the trash. I'm checking the spam. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, Ed. I thought we agreed on today, but maybe he thinks it's happening tomorrow. But it's not happening tomorrow because of the time he wanted. I will be standing in line at the Ventura Courthouse trying to fix my year-long issues with my identity being stolen a year ago. Everybody remember that happened a year ago when my identity got stolen and I had to cancel all my credit cards and my passport and everything else? It takes a long time to get your passport renewed after you cancel it for being stolen. So I'm finally dealing with that tomorrow. I'm drinking water because it is hot and dry. And I'm blabbing here to an audience of 0. We wish Ed all the luck with his Kickstarter. I'm sorry it didn't work out, Ed. We must have gotten our wires crossed. I blame me because computer and dyslexia and whatever. We wish you all the luck with your Kickstarter. We hope we're happy and excited that you broke even and you've made a profit of it, considering you only had a $600. Again, I can't comment because I don't know what the European, English, British tabletop role-playing game world is like. In Britain, this might be huge. This might be as big over there as Matt Colville's announcement over here about his game coming out next month, or starting the Kickstarter next month. Which, over here, that's huge. Daggerheart is huge. Tears from the Valiant was huge. Shadow Dark was huge. So maybe over there, Dragonsong is just as big. I don't know. So I can't say, well, man, grumble, 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 because I don't know. Does anybody else know? I mean, this. All I can say is we wish him the best with his Kickstarter. We hope he's successful. We're happy to see it's already met its mark. I bought a copy, so he's got at least one that's on the market, and I'm sure I'll review it when I get my digital copy. So there's that. Other than that, I don't know what to say because, again, I apologize. We had agreed to today at 1 p.m., which is 9 p.m. his time. But no, maybe we got our wires crossed, and he thinks we're meeting tomorrow. And again, that's not going to happen because, again, I'll be in line at the Ventura Courthouse getting my passport thing finally resolved after a year. Yes, I am me. I have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt to the Ventura Sheriff's Office that I am me. So they will renew my passport. Yeah. Standard fantasy race, bug race, interesting. Half giant and half dragon and orcs. Overly complicated character record sheet, in my opinion, but I believe I am in the minority on that market, right? I think a lot of people like overly complicated character record sheets and like the crunch. My dyslexic brain can't handle it, but most people seem to like it. So a lot of people might like this. Schools of Magic, Blood Magic, and then Necromancy. Kind of the same. Blood Magic, you use your life force to cast. Necromancy, of course, you use the energy of the dead. Elemental Magic, enchantment magic, buffs, holy magic, healing, curing disease, raising the dead, light magic, zapping people with, laser beams, mind magic, it's psionics, and nature magics, druidy stuff. So all the stuff is covered. Got a world, we got a guide, we got some art. $10 gets you the PDF. He's already met his goal. So congratulations there. I apologize to everybody who joined us. The link is down below if you want to back this. I can't say anything negative about it. So, good luck, Ed. We hope you are successful. We hope you are the British equivalent of Shadow Dark, right? You make $1 million and everybody sings your praises for a couple months. Everybody has magic and there's flying cities. What's not to love? So if you have $10 extra laying around and you want to back a Kickstarter, pick up Ed's Kickstarter for Dragonsong. Or ignore everything I just said for the past 17 minutes. Use the link down below to pick up my latest Wretched Minions Slime, my Magnus Opus Slime. And check it out. It's available for $3 on the Red Room. You support me. You support the Red Room. It's usable for every OGL type D20 game. Slime, as you know, I think is the perfect minion because there's no scenario where it doesn't fit. Again, I apologize for the last time that we didn't work things out. I'll send this link to Ed and maybe we'll try again another day. Until then, have a great day, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe out there. Stay hydrated. It is warm and dry. And if you live in California, red flag warning. See ya, losers. Love ya.